You're good.
I was gonna say hello from Canada. We're back with another podcast after Jesus Christ, how long? Actually,
I think
I'm gonna start this. I already started off going to the phone, but I'm really curious as to when the last podcast was. I want to know. Too long.
I'm gonna say it was beginning. It's way before summer. April, May.
All right, it has been.
I'm gonna say May or April.
Wait, no, sorry, not that one. It has been exactly 3 months and 23 days. June 6th, the last one went out.
That feels long.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was before that.
So
But
did I.
June 6th is the last podcast, and today is say the 29th. Okay, I think
Yes.
today's being filmed on
Yes.
September 29th.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's gonna go out, but it's filmed on September 29th.
Yeah.
So hello, we are back, and also for those who can see, we got some cool merch. I mean, it's not available for purchase yet, but yeah, we got some sweaters.
It's pretty comfy. Honestly, like this is one of my favorite hoodies.
Yeah, I don't even remember what brand it is. I just remember you got it, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I don't know. I forget who the brand was. I ordered a couple of their same hoodies before, but from
Yeah.
like different like companies.
Yeah,
3 different companies, and it's actually really comfortable. I'm trying to get my hands on the heavy
it's
knit
pretty nice.
on the heavy knit ones because those are a little bit like bigger and baggier. But yeah,
These are pretty nice though.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I will not complain about them
Mhm.
at all. All right, so where do we start? I mean, we can do a summer recap. I mean, we literally missed the whole summer.
Yeah,
We didn't get the podcast at all.
Yeah, we were intending to make a podcast or a couple throughout the summer. Nothing happened.
Dude, I wanted to get like every 2 weeks, at least have one out.
So
It was
did
like-
I.
And then
But then
life.
you're literally life like
Dude, I literally lived at the rink. I spent, I think, 10 hours a day at the rink.
yeah. You were working constantly. I was
And
working,
then-
and then a lot of cottages, a lot of just
Yeah.
mini trips here and
Yeah.
there.
And then I had night times busy,
Yeah.
whether I was with family or had to spend time with Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and then things that we do with the guys.
Yeah,
Then
that's-
volleyball.
Yeah.
Then this, then that.
Volleyball consumed a lot of our time this summer.
Yeah.
All the way from June. Not June, April.
May. I
Yeah.
think it started in May.
May.
Yeah, so for those who might remember from the last podcast, somehow 3.5 months ago, actually, no, almost 4.
Yeah.
Way, more than 3.5, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Let's just go with 4 from now
We'll
on.
call it 4. We'll call it 4 months,
Mhm.
basically. We did play volleyball the whole summer.
Yeah.
Now I know we started in May, but we actually took it all the way through.
Yeah.
Did we improve marginally? But at the same time, we had fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I think
You
honestly
guys got boozed up all the time. It was
Yeah.
enjoyable to watch.
it was fun, but actually I think you could tell like, a lot of us got better throughout the year.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all improved.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Honestly, the marginally was just a joke. I think we all improved like tenfold. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like Nikki had played before, and if you guys don't remember who Nikki is, it's my girlfriend. She was on second podcast.
But it's funny because she's the only one who's ever played like legit volleyball.
Yeah.
None of us have.
No, none of us played, but she did. Her brother plays provincial level. And if somehow you guys are watching this from outside of Canada, I guess if you're an American, you would know it based on states.
Yeah.
Basically state level volleyball for his age,
Which is Ontario.
which is crazy. Because that's actually like one of the highest levels you can, if not the highest level. I don't know how volleyball levels work 100%, to be honest with you, but he is incredibly good. Like played at nationals, like everything. Her other brother is 6'5". Both her parents played like high level vol. Like
Yeah.
her family's a volleyball family.
Isn't she the shortest of her
Oh,
family?
she's
though?
the shortest, and she's like 5'9".
Yeah, I was gonna say
As a woman.
she's not that tall,
No,
but
she's tall, but like,
She's tall,
not-
but, like-
she's tall for a woman.
yeah.
Oh, we got a visitor. Look at that, great start to the pod.
And the dog hit us.
Welcome to Thor, Mr. Thor. Greatest name of all dogs that I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie to you,
You can tell he's gotten a little chunky.
dude. He's jacked. Don't be talking bad about my boy here. I know he's your dog, but don't be talking bad about my boy. He's jacked.
He's put on some weight.
He's like Thor. He's jacked. See, he's jacked, and then he got fat, and he got jacked again. Come
He's
on,
like Thor from Endgame though. Not Thor,
No.
not normal Thor. He's Thor from Endgame.
not even close, man. Look at him.
Look at this chunga.
Where do you see Chung? Okay, so actually that's a perfect segue into something that we do with our boys a lot. So we say if somebody's put on weight, generally like we talk about ourselves. We don't really talk about anybody else in this sense, but
Your own child.
yeah.
For anyone that knows, it's a lot of work.
Okay. Now that the dog has been unfortunately removed, because I would love to have the dog. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but yeah. So going back to it. So generally, if any of us put on weight in our friend group, we'll say that we got more chung. And that kind of derived from the old Big Chungus meme. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about here. And if you guys don't, then you guys are not on the internet enough.
Mm-hmm. He's the ultimate Lord Chungus.
Yeah, I wouldn't call your dog. I would not call your dog Chungus.
He's not Chungus. He's just Chung.
He's jacked, dude. He's muscular.
Eats a lot of food.
Does he actually?
Yeah,
I could see that.
like
He's a
he's
big
like
boy.
yeah, like he's. My parents also feed him a lot of food that probably shouldn't be eating. So
How heavy is he?
65, 70 pounds.
Okay.
But apparently, so according to the vet, he's overweight, but a healthy overweight. So I don't know how that works.
What does that even
I
mean?
don't know. Because so apparently for his breed, which is a boxador, it's supposed to be comfortable. So I think 55 pounds, something like that.
So was he
But
5 pounds over? 10 pounds at most?
yeah, but honestly, I have no idea.
He's just a big boy.
Yeah,
I would just say he's bigger than the average boxer. That's why.
yeah, he is bigger than a normal boxer.
Well, there you go.
So
So that's where the weight comes from.
yeah,
See, don't put disrespect on my boy's name.
mhm.
My boy Thor. Don't disrespect him. He ain't endgame Thor. Come on, man.
he
Can't be disrespecting your own
no,
dog like
when
that.
he's older, he'll get like that though.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably. But you can't be disrespecting your dog. You can
Like,
chirp him, but you
maybe.
can't disrespect him.
yeah. I guess that's fair.
Big difference. Come on now.
That's fair.
But Thor, speaking of Thor, I have not seen the new one. Have you?
I have.
Is it any good? Was it 11 Thunders it was called?
Yeah, so it was good, but I don't know. I feel like they tried to overachieve with it, try to make it more towards Ragnarok, but they couldn't do that.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, sounds about right.
like if anyone's seen Ragnarok, that's probably the best Thor, maybe even the best Marvel movie they've made.
I've seen like half of it. Actually, no, not even half. I've seen like a quarter.
That's probably the turning point I think they had.
Really?
Yeah, because it used to be Marvel was okay, and then it progressively got better, I think. And then Ragnarok was because it was directed by Takedo Waki, I think his name is.
I don't know anything about movies, so that name doesn't.
He's a pretty popular director.
Okay.
So
I'll trust you.
He kind of directed the movie, and they tried to make it more of a comedic aspect, which you could tell right off the bat. And there's a little bit more like swearing here and there too.
Okay.
A lot more like sexual innuendo jokes.
Then really?
Well, at the
More than a normal Marvel movie?
well, there's one
Aside
scene,
from like Deadpool.
yeah. Well, there's one scene where they're just like they have to steal like a spaceship, and
Okay.
they steal like the Grandmaster's spaceship,
Okay.
and they ask, oh, like what's it for? Because it has no guns or anything, it just has fireworks. And Valkyrie says, oh, it's mainly used for social gatherings, orgies and stuff. And then Thor's like, don't touch anything.
What?
Yeah, no joke.
What?
No
Dude, that's
joke.
not even innuendo. That's just straight up disgusting.
It's a lot, but it's probably and you think like and it's supposed to be a kids movie. Oh, not kids.
Definitely
Kids.
not.
No,
Teens at best.
teens. I'd say.
But still, a teen movie, you should not be talking about orgies, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about that stuff.
yeah. It's
And I'm 24. I
yeah.
don't want to talk about I'm almost 25 and I don't want to talk about that.
There's also a really funny scene where Thor's explained to Korg, which is like a rock being,
Okay.
about like his hammer because he's about to go into get selected to go into the arena, and he's explained to him, oh, like so, like when I have my hammer's like it comes to me when I call it, and it's sometimes when I spin it really fast, it pulls me off. And Korg's like, oh my god, you sounds like you and this hammer have a very intimate relationship. And he's like, no, not like that. It's a lot of
That's
like,
an innuendo.
it's a lot of like jokes
See,
like
that one's an innuendo.
Yeah, but it's stuff that like kids won't get. But unless
yeah.
unless you're like a teen,
Oh, yeah.
not a tween,
I'd say like anything like 12.
maybe
12 to 14 is a maybe.
maybe.
I'd say 15 and older,
Oh.
you're probably going to get most of them. Then.
Yeah,
From the sounds
you
of it.
should-
Like I
you
said, I
should
haven't
get
seen it, but
yeah.
from the sounds of it, that's kind of what
I
I'm
highly recommend watching it. It's a good movie. Oh,
might have to.
there is also one scene where they're just after like they steal the
Please
that
don't tell me
ship.
there's a sex scene.
No, there isn't a sex scene,
Okay, good.
but they
Thank
go through a
God.
black hole called the Devil's Anus. And
Oh
then,
God,
no joke, they say
I
that
love
quite a
that.
bit too.
I love that.
So yeah, that's
That's
probably
actually hilarious. I love that,
yeah
dude. I would do that. Are you
yeah.
kidding me? 100%. The devil's anus. That's unreal.
It's called that, which is funny. I'm curious. I haven't seen the comics. Someone I might ask about it because he would know what.
Max.
Max and Nate, because
Nate's a comic guy too.
Nate has a whole collection
Oh,
of
I did
comics.
not know that.
Yeah, I only
I
found
had
that.
no clue.
I found that out during St. Patty's Day.
Really?
Yeah, because we were all talking. One is a whole bunch of us, and
Where was this knowledge to me 6 months ago?
oh yeah, you were
I
there.
wasn't there.
You were there.
I couldn't. I had to work, man.
Yeah, but yeah, look, we were just like chatting, and uh, Nate's girlfriend was like talking about like work and stuff, and
Did you
then
say Nate's girlfriend because you don't remember her name? Okay. Okay.
I didn't know I should disclose her name, but yeah, so like she was
I'll
um because she was basically like talking to us about like what all Nate's done like doing and stuff,
Okay.
and then she mentioned comics. I'm like, oh, I had no idea Nate was a comic guy, and then Nate was like, oh yeah, like he like is apparently obsessed with it. That's why he went to Comic Con a few weeks ago or
We
months ago.
did?
Nate, not Comic Con. He went to
What the hell?
not
I don't know what
Comic
you
Con.
mean. What's it called? Fan Expo.
Fan Expo. Yeah,
What the hell? Why didn't I know this?
yeah. Nate's like a huge comic guy.
What?
He's low key though. You can't tell. It's cool.
Okay, our friend Nate, by the way, does not look like a comic guy.
It's a very interesting mix with him because he's one of the most like unreal dudes you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to think of how to describe Nate. Okay, so the best way I can describe Nate. So picture Eminem when he was like 20,
yeah,
minus the blonde hair, add glasses, and add a bit of a beard.
yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah,
And he's a little bit shorter.
yeah.
Nate's not as tall as Em is, but
Also, one of the smoothest guys I've ever met.
oh, dude,
Dude, like,
I've never seen
man.
somebody who can smooth talk as easily as
Bro, he's like a god.
that
Like
guy.
I worship the moves he has. Man, we went out. I don't know if I told you. So, oh yeah. So in the summer, um, me, Javier, John, Tony, and Nate went to a Jays game.
Okay.
And we were all just like chilling at. We were like sat where I went yesterday, like the same like WestJet deck. After the game, we ended up going to like I think it was St. Louis.
Okay.
St. Louis Wings are right across the Rogers Center. We were there for like probably 5 or 10 minutes. As soon as we sit down, um, this couple walks in and Nate's like, "Oh my gosh, like how are you doing?" And then Nate knows the girl that's like on the date, and and she was like talking to him more than her actual date, which is pretty funny. And then earlier this summer too, we went for drinks at um Stone
Okay.
after volleyball one time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Nate came.
Yeah.
You were there,
Yeah,
yeah, because
yeah.
that was Mariana's birthday and
Yeah.
Nikki's
Birthday.
birthday
Yeah.
like night. And I remember Nate walked in barely before even stepping into our table. He stepping like into the restaurant. He gets pulled over by like this group of like
Oh yeah.
girls that just kind of like he was talking to for a while,
Oh yeah.
and just like everywhere, man, everywhere this guy
Nate
goes,
knows everyone.
yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
to put it very simply, Nate literally just knows everybody.
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Nate in a position where he doesn't know
Yeah.
somebody.
but he's such a personable guy. Like you can talk
Right,
to
he
any,
will talk to
you can talk to him about anything, and he'll talk to anyone, which is
Yeah. So like where Nate works is very close to my girlfriend, so
Hmm.
I end up seeing him a lot because anytime we're around the area, I'm like, oh, let's see if he's there.
Hmm.
Oh, hi. So yeah,
yeah,
that is my story of how I see Nate all the time.
yeah,
Not quite as cool as Jay's smooth talking stories,
yeah. It's
but it does not honestly doesn't surprise me that Nate has a girlfriend now. It surprises me that it took so long.
yeah. Actually, that's very true. I did not expect that. I thought it would have been a lot earlier, but
Yeah,
it's
Nate is a smooth guy.
yeah.
And it's like I don't mean to say that like disrespectfully, but like to be fair, from the few times I've met his girlfriend,
yeah.
they're very good for each other. So I'm happy
It's like
I'm happy he didn't jump on anything.
they're very like well balanced.
Yeah,
Fine.
but I
But
can tell.
that's like a lot of the relationships in our friend group. I
Yeah,
think we were talking about it this summer at
yeah,
I think at the cottage, Max's.
yeah,
We were talking because like it's weird because for like you and Nikki, you guys are like complete like A and type B personalities. And then the
I,
same thing with like Nick and Leah, and then same thing with Adam and Mariana.
yeah.
Like everything's so like, and even like
I
Marion.
definitely would not call myself the type A though. I'd say she's the type A over me.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm not like in that order, but like one of you guys is type
Yeah,
A,
well,
one's type
I would
B.
definitely say she's
Yeah,
type A over me. I'm way too introverted and stuff.
yeah. But like that's what I'm saying. Like you, so like it just it's well balanced like
Yeah,
that, which is crazy because that's
yeah,
just like that's how you know like it's like the perfect balance,
yeah.
right?
Like I may appear extroverted and
Mhm.
outgoing to this, and to this,
Yeah.
but that can't be farther from the
No.
truth. I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah.
you.
So like
I take like 3 business days to answer people. If I don't have anything to do, I'll just sit holed up in my room playing video
yeah.
games. Like, I mean, I got a lot of stuff to do all the time, so I don't really get a chance to be introverted
Mhm.
anymore. But if
Yeah.
I got a choice, I'm sitting alone.
But
I'm
see, like
chilling.
that's like you and me are very similar in that way, right? Like
Yeah,
we're like not scary similar, but like it's a very similar personalities.
yeah.
I think it's like you even know me. Like I'm a quiet person if I'm around like someone I don't know, but I think of late I've kind of like learned to just step out of my shell and like literally just like who gives a
That was me when I
like,
started high school. 'Cause when I started high school, I wasn't really friends with anybody there. And I was
yeah
like, look, you don't talk to anybody. You stay as introverted as you are.
yeah
You're literally gonna talk to nobody,
yeah
and you're gonna be very lonely and bored.
yeah, and like that was me too. And then you kind of realize like it's because you're in a completely new environment, and I think with Birchmount we got that experience
Yeah,
because that's literally students from across the
yeah,
city coming.
yeah,
Like I was from out this area. You were closer to the school.
yeah,
Other guys were like from like way in the beaches or like in the West
yeah,
End. It was like it was a good balance, and like that's how you and me became friends too, right? Right in
yeah.
grade 9. So
Geography class
yep. How
back when you still looked like a child.
when I did?
Yeah,
Oh man, I had such a baby face back then.
that's what I'm saying. You look like such a child.
I feel like I don't know if I still do.
No, not at
Maybe
all.
the beard just grows, but
No, even without the beard.
really,
Yeah, you do not look like young.
hmm.
Like you look your age.
I haven't seen. Actually, I'm curious now. I haven't seen any pictures of me from grade 9 or because I didn't. I had a phone, but like I just didn't give a crap. Like I didn't take pictures. I wasn't one of those people who was
I didn't
super.
take many pictures grade 9 either.
I was into super like social media and stuff. Sorry. Okay, this is another like. I know we're kind of all over the place on what we originally talked about, but
Well, we just kind of said like, here, let's do a summer recap,
yeah,
and
this
then
is
we talked very briefly.
kind of like an all
Pretty boring
around.
summer though. Like we did cottage, like aside from the cottages.
No, aside from the car, just like random stuff happened here
But
and there.
yeah, but we'll do that after. What were
Um,
you gonna say? Sorry.
this so like back to what I was talking about with not being on social media. You know what I find really like interesting
But
when there's like someone who is younger than us that has like stupid high like Snapchat score, and that just I find that so
yeah,
mind boggling. Like, how are you? How do you someone have like a if they have like a million Snapchat score if they're
dude, a
like
million
high?
is ridiculous.
Like what are you doing? You're sending Snapchats like just for you're sending like a
Like
picture of your face or like
I don't
that's
even. Yeah, let me see what I have. Like I know mine is relatively high, but that's because I've also literally had Snapchat for 10 years.
yeah.
Mine's 119,000,
Okay, yeah, mine's 184,000.
which in reality, technically 119,000 isn't that
No.
bad. But yeah, I have 119,000 after 10
But see
years.
like yeah, that makes sense though cuz like you and me were not like addicted to our phones as like
No,
some people are.
definitely not
I don't know
Snapchat.
many guys high that have high
Trying to think.
things.
I feel like Max would have really high snap scores.
Let's check.
Sorry to throw you under the bus, Max,
Let's
if you're
check
watching
his.
this. But we will bleep the number. So we're just gonna look for curiosity of our own, but we will bleep the number, Max,
Oh, barely.
unless it's like
It's
normal.
no, it's pretty normal. It's barely more than me.
Oh, what is it?
He's at two 208,608.
Oh, that's fine. We
That's
can leave
fine.
that in there.
Yeah. But okay, this is why I have like the part of me that has like flags in certain people. Because so like all the like the guys like my buddy like one of my buddies has 130.
Okay.
Aiden, because I'm just going on my best friends list.
Okay.
Aiden has 16,000.
Really?
Adam
Dude, I aspire to be Aiden.
Adam has 48,000.
I aspire to be Adam too. To
And
be fair,
then
Adam didn't have Snapchat for a long time.
the rest are all judge judge me, I dare you. The rest are all girls,
Okay.
and so like one of them has 702,000. One of them, wait for it, has 1.4 million.
What?
One has 322,000. Okay.
One
Another
four.
another has 984,000,
Jesus.
and then another one has a 546,000.
The hell?
See, like at that point,
That's ridiculous.
like you know that one,
Especially 1.4 million.
you know that one girl that I don't want to say it, but that one girl that we went to school with, I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at 1.42. And like I remember talking to her. Like I remember specifically talking to her.
I'm
And
not shocked.
the weird thing is like, so when I used to be like decently good friends with her back in high school, and we would Snapchat each other every now and then, and like consistently. And then I think I went on vacation and I completely forgot to like, I didn't have my phone with me. I turned it off, like Wi-Fi and everything. You had to pay for it on the resort, so I said screw
Yeah.
that. No.
You had to pay for Wi-Fi on a resort.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I got back and as soon as I turned on my data, I realized I had like 40 Snapchats from her, or like 30 Snapchats, just saying like, "Oh, answer your streak, your streak's gonna die."
Well, yeah.
And then
How long was the streak?
like 100 and some days. See, the only person I have like a streak with, or like I don't care. The others I don't really care about. I have one person I have a streak with who is probably like one of my best friends from university,
Okay.
and with her I have 811 days.
Yeah, the only streak I have right now is Nikki.
Yeah, but that's fine because like
We're like over 300.
yeah, see,
whatever
like
it is.
that's because like she's your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Like I just like literally for me, it's literally because we've been best friends since third year
I was gonna say at least. I thought it was actually earlier, to be honest.
for 811 days.
Well, what is that? That's like 2.5 years. No, not even
365.
2.5. That's like just over 2
365.
years.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. 365 times 2 is 730.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And then what is that? Like an extra 80 days on
Yeah.
that? It's like
Yeah.
2 years and like 2.5 months.
Yeah, that seems about right actually. Yeah. And then I don't know. There's one other thing I was gonna say about Snapchat.
I'm just getting a lot of texts,
Ah,
and they're making me laugh. Sorry for looking away there. I just wanted to make sure nothing was wrong because I just heard my phone vibrate like 5 times. So I wanted
see,
to make sure.
I'm not as popular as you anymore. I don't have a girlfriend, so
I was gonna say that's the only person I text.
yeah.
So
When you have a girlfriend, your phone's constantly blowing up. When you don't, it's nice and quiet.
I don't care.
Which is like
I
it's-
never have my ringer on.
Yeah.
So
Neither.
the vibration is like silent killer. It's nice.
Yeah. It's nice, but at the same like that's why like when I wear my watch, it's kind of nice because like this phone won't go off, but my
Yeah.
watch will buzz,
Okay.
and you just feel it.
What watch is that now? Which one?
Five.
Series 5?
Yeah, that's the one before
As
this.
they're so big.
I got the big face one,
Okay. I didn't know.
but I
didn't
also
even know you
realized,
could get a bigger one.
yeah, I also realized I'm a big klutz, and I've knocked this on everything. Like you can look at my, that's why I have a screen protector on it.
Yeah, I have a screen protector on my
Getting-
watch.
Yeah, but yours tempered glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's just a little round Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 because still on Android. Bam bam.
He doesn't want to come to the dark side.
I've actually been talking about this a lot lately. With
Really?
Nikki. I might in a couple of years. There's still a few things they need to change before Apple pulls me over.
Until they change it, then you'll stay.
Yeah, there's still a few things they need to change.
Mhm.
One of the biggest ones is USB-C. Why
Yeah.
the hell are they still using Lightning?
Yeah, that one's kind of weird because then
Like,
it's
No, why?
doesn't make sense.
No, just join the rest of the world, Apple.
Mhm.
Just put USB-C on a damn phone. What is the other one? So the app drawer is terrible on
Yeah.
the iPhone.
I don't
Um,
like that.
and also the notification system on the iPhone sucks. compared to Android.
Have you seen? Did Nikki show you what the new update
She hasn't
looks like?
gotten it yet. She doesn't want to.
Oh, it's stupid.
Because her friends complained about the notifications on iOS 16
So-
because on the lock screen at the bottom and stuff.
Yeah. So if you look at that, it just shows that, and
And you
notifications
swipe up, right?
notifications don't show up like that. Like that's where the like top shelf is.
Yeah.
You have to swipe up,
Yeah.
and then it shows you like all these.
Yeah.
And still like,
See-
and it's separated, but like I don't like it like that. Kind of dumb. Apple, get your shit together.
I agree. Here, send me a text quickly so I can show you what the Android one's like.
Okay.
I don't want to don't send anything like personal, but I don't want to expose my messages with my mother or girlfriend. So,
Okay. I did.
okay, so this is Android.
Yeah.
And then if you need to go into it, you can literally just do this. So, I'll show you guys here too. So, this is what it looks like. And then you can swipe down and then you got your menu.
Yeah.
You got all your quick settings. If you want to get rid of it, you just swipe off and yeah.
Yeah. See, that's so much more simple.
Yeah.
Even
I
the
find it
update,
way easier.
even the update before this, like thing was 50. It's on what they're on 15 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, they're iOS 16 now.
so this is 16.
Yeah, so the new
15
one's
was so much
16.
better because it was simple. You just tap it, you swipe down like you do for normal notifications.
Yeah.
Adding it to swipe up is just why?
I don't know.
Like it's pointless.
Okay. We are gonna have to reset the camera in a sec because
Okay.
it's almost at 30 minutes. So, 1 sec.
Okay. Oh, do you know about that trick on
All right, that's a quick changeover. We're looking at iOS 16 here.
So there's this. So like apparently, so if you go hold it, oh shit, hold on, wait.
Come on,
So if you-
Jay.
So if you hold it, oh,
Bud.
I can hold. Give me a minute. There you go. So if you unlock it,
Oh, yeah.
you can change
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
to whatever you want.
Yeah.
And there's that thing going around if you have like multiple girls on the line, you have a picture of each one as your
Oh my
background, and
God.
you just kind of switch between each one.
Dude, that'd be so bad. Dude,
That'd be so bad. That'd be so funny.
It would be funny, but like
You're getting so much.
you
shit.
get caught. I give no
But
sympathy.
see, like the thing is, you can only do it if you unlock your phone.
Yeah, no,
So,
but like
even-
if if somebody did that and they
Yeah.
got caught, I would have no sympathy because that is so unbelievably dumb.
Yeah. It's like, see, like, hold on.
So dumb. Like I'm just gonna throw this out here right now.
Yeah.
I think that cheating is one of the
Oh.
most scumbag things that anybody could ever do. And I've said this to my friends. Jay knows this.
Yes.
I've said this to my friends. If they ever cheated on their girlfriend, I don't care how long they've been my friends. I'm telling the girlfriend. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
And it's the same as like if I saw the girlfriend cheat on them, I'd
Yeah.
tell them the same thing. Like I feel like that's just a basic human thing. And I know people might give me trouble for that and be like, no, back your boy. But like
I think
if my boy does something wrong, I'm telling him he did something wrong.
I think we did make like it might have been like a drunken pact.
I think we did.
And it was like if any of us do something like that, we have full permission
Yeah.
to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I don't think I'd actually beat anybody up.
Not
And-
beat
and
anyone,
I don't
but,
think
like-
I don't think I would actually tell the girlfriend myself
No.
right away. I
Yeah.
would eventually but the thing is with me, I would make whoever cheated tell them.
Yeah.
I would give them an ultimatum
Yeah.
and give them a certain time frame. If you don't tell her within this time,
Yeah.
or if it was a female friend
Yeah.
and she didn't tell her boyfriend, I'd be like, look, you don't tell them within this amount of time,
I'm telling them.
I'm telling them. Like I'm sorry. I don't care.
See, what I find so interesting about that is I don't think anyone in our friend group would ever do that.
No, absolutely
it's-
not. Nobody in our
Nobody in our friend
group.
group would ever do that.
No
and
chance.
it's because we've all been through so much shit too.
yeah.
Like, besides, like all of you guys that have been in relationships, you guys are, everyone has their own thing.
Yeah.
And then even like the single guys, like we've all been through like a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
Especially like
Everybody has.
this summer has been like the summer of breakups, I think.
Yeah. Everybody's been
Um,
through a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
Wait, who else broke up this summer?
Hobby.
Oh right. Yeah, the two of you guys.
Yeah. It's
Right, I forgot
that one
about
was so weird.
Dude, that was so
That
out
wa-
of nowhere.
It was just,
Obviously we can't get into details, but long story short, our one friend
so
randomly got broken up with like a few days after flying to see his ex for like whatever it was for
Yeah.
some event with her
Mhm.
family. Everything seemed fine. Then like a few
Mhm.
days later, just done. I was like, what?
yeah. And then literally two days after, a day after, something like that, my ex broke up with me, and I was just like, shit,
Again, same thing. Pretty much no warning.
yeah. And
Like,
it's the weirdest thing ever. And like we put this in the chat, and it's funny because I think that's how me and Javi actually got like decent. That's how we started like talking a lot more this summer
yeah,
because he was super close by, and we spoke here and there, but we never like hung out.
yeah,
But now that like he's back from the States, um, we were like chatting a lot because on trips to
yeah,
volleyball or trips to like
yeah.
anywhere really.
All right, you drive him a lot, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did. Um, and it was cool just like catching up because we realized it's a really small world
yeah,
too. Like we have a lot of like similar friends. Like he knows people from this area. I know
yeah,
people who like he knows.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that whole situation was just really odd. And then
yeah. But you know what he
his
can say? This is still something that he can always say. He's been to 2 Olympics.
yeah, and this summer I think this summer actually maybe like for both of us the breakups did help. He did on you can add the quack. Uh, this summer he did unfucking real at the Commonwealth, and
This is true.
I think a couple and national internationals. I think
Whatever it was, he did.
whatever it was the world
Dude, he did.
championships. Man, this guy walked away with so many medals,
Yeah,
and he
guy's a
had like
beast.
yeah he had a stellar summer, and
Yeah,
he was working, played volleyball with us. He
yeah,
was able to take some time off. He had a really good time at the cottage.
yeah. That is true.
um
Javier
yeah,
is the life of the party.
yeah, that's facts.
Always the life of the party, no matter what
um
happens.
mhm.
Like, have like one or two Bud Lights. He could be sober. Like, doesn't matter. This guy's
He is
he's the
constantly
life
the
of the
life.
party.
Yeah. And like now I think he's down south doing like a US tour with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Um
Also, I just realized I should not have done that right by the mic. I apologize to you.
uh,
I'll try to deafen that if I remember.
um
Hopefully.
and yeah, and then like on my end, I was kind of just I went right as soon as my ex broke off with me, I booked a flight to Florida like a
Yeah.
day later.
You know what's funny enough? We actually got back to recapping the summer by accident,
Yeah, see
which is kind of funny.
everything comes full circle,
I do have to
right?
say, I only have like 10 to 15 minutes
That's fine.
before I gotta go.
Yeah,
Um, I think that's enough time to recap the summer.
yeah.
So, next podcast, hope should not be another 4 months. Hopefully,
No, it'll be like probably
hopefully 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll be back to 2 weeks.
fingers crossed.
Um, but yeah, so I gotta get to work soon. So we're gonna finish talking about it. So continue.
Yeah. Quick recap. The breakups, blah blah blah. I went to Florida for 4th of
Yeah.
July.
So tell us a bit about Florida.
Oh, that was unreal.
Yeah.
Like I've never been to Florida before. Florida in the summer is the hottest place in the world. I do not recommend
Yeah.
going to Florida in the summer.
I would say it probably is a rival to like Australia sometimes. Like Australia at its hottest can get pretty bad from
Yeah.
what I've heard.
But see, it's not even the heat; it's the
humidity too.
Humidity is gross.
Florida
Like,
used to be nice, dry heat.
yeah.
Like back 10 years ago, and even a little bit more when I used to go here and there. Like my family and I would take a trip there,
mhm,
and like the heat used to be pretty bad, but like it was relatively dry.
yeah,
In the last few years, I've heard it's just gotten ridiculously
Yeah.
humid. Same as here. Like Toronto is horrific for humidity. Like
yeah.
it could be 25, but it might feel like
like
39
39,
and then
yeah.
be humid as hell.
Yeah.
So
it's-
like it's disgusting. And even 25 feels like 30 with 70% humidity.
mhm.
Like you're gonna be sweating your nuts off like right away.
Yeah.
It's not gonna take long.
Yeah, so that was in July. Um, I didn't. Nothing major happened. A lot of mostly volleyball during this.
Yeah.
It's
Well, to be
summer.
fair, you had your trip. Right
Yeah.
before your trip,
You had
I
your
went to
trip.
Halifax.
How's that?
So
You never told me much.
I
about
still
that.
I still haven't have a bunch of footage and I still plan to make a Nova Scotia vlog.
Oh my god.
I actually have it in my editing software, started as a project, but I haven't really done much with it yet. But yeah, me and my girlfriend, we went to Halifax the end of June. I don't know, somewhere in the 20s. I don't remember the exact dates. I think it's 23rd to 27th.
Yeah, it was a week before.
I think 23rd to 27th, something like that. We went to Halifax. Super nice, by the way. It is a very, very different way of life there. One thing I will say, driving there sucked ass.
Why is that?
I hated it because the lights just terrible.
What do you mean the lights?
Like the traffic lights.
They-
Like
they have
there's
multiple
pretty much no
colors?
traffic lights. There's
Oh.
like 10
Oh, okay.
in Halifax. I swear to God. there's not actually only 10, but
Yeah.
like it feels like there's 10 because there's just like no traffic lights anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's like weird zones. The
Mm-hmm.
highway is like it'll go to like 6 lanes
Yeah.
and then it'll go down to 3 because 3 of them will get off.
Hmm.
And then there instead of stop signs, there's like no stop signs. I think I
Hmm.
saw 2. There's like no stop signs anywhere from what I remember.
Yeah.
Um, it's like pretty much all like crosswalks, which don't even look like crosswalks. It's literally just like a big pole. It's a big pole with like a little thing here,
Hmm.
and there's no flashing lights.
Yeah.
It's literally just a pole with like a picture of a person.
Huh.
Like there's no flashing lights. There's no like how we have like
The paint and
the
everything.
British would say zebra crossing
Yeah.
instead of a crosswalk because that very well describes it.
Yeah.
There's no paint on the road for the crosswalks.
Huh.
There's like 2 lines. There's not the like piano style. It's literally just um
Hmm.
then the roads, like you'll be driving,
Yeah.
you'll be in the left lane. Okay, cool. Randomly into left turn lane. Okay, you got to get over to the right lane. Then literally the next turn, oh, the right lane now is a turn lane. Then you had to get back. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like I hated driving there, but let me tell you, at least in the city,
Yeah.
when we went out of the city, we went to Peggy's Cove. We did like all the touristy stuff.
Mm.
In the country area, it's super nice. Driving is so peaceful.
I can imagine.
Like even more peaceful than driving in the country here. Like I don't know why. I don't really know how to describe it,
Mhm.
but like it's just even more peaceful than here because there's also less like lights.
Yeah.
Like even in the country here, like here and there, you'll see like some traffic lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there is pretty much none. I remember we drove back from Peggy's Cove and it was pretty late because we stayed there for sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And when you guys see the vlog, you'll see the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. It is like pink as I don't know what's really pink.
Excuse me.
Something that's really pink. Insert joke here. That's how pink the Peggy's Cove sunset was when we were there. We got very lucky. It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then what else did we do? We did pretty much everything that you can think of like that was touristy. Like first thing we did when we got there, we went to pick up the car,
Mm-hmm.
checked into the hotel, and literally the first thing we did was we went and we literally had lunch on the Atlantic Ocean. Like
Really?
there was a patio that was on the Atlantic Ocean pretty much. So
How's
that
it?
was pretty sick.
How's the food?
Seafood was unreal. As much as we can say, oh yeah, it's got to be better there.
Yeah.
It was better than I expected. Like I expected it to be good. It was amazing. And don't get me wrong, I love seafood and I will eat it no matter how it is. Seafood there was incredible. Sushi there was
Oh yeah.
so good. Sushi there was so good, man. Other than the seafood,
Yeah.
the food was pretty average. Like
Mhm.
I can't really say that it was a lot better than here.
See
But the
when you
seafood was really good.
when you
Just
go
'cause it
to
was fresh.
when you go to the East Coast, you purely go for the fish or any
Pretty
seafood
much.
really.
Yeah, it was also fresh. Like that's pretty much all we ate was seafood. Just because like we were there, let's eat more seafood. Let's
Yeah.
eat more seafood. Oh, actually, sorry. Speaking of which, I like the seafood and I liked everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take the time. One thing I also didn't like, aside
Mhm.
from the driving, alcohol, dude. One like if you go to I don't remember what it's called, something liquor something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Not the liquor store.
No, it's like here in Ontario, it's the LCBO.
Yeah.
It had it's like NSLC, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nova Scotia
Liquor.
Liquor Control or something.
Okay, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. I think it was NSLC.
Yeah.
One tall boy of like Canadian is like $3.60. Like even here it's starting to get expensive at like 280 or 290 or whatever
Yeah.
it is. But there was like 360 or 370.
Hmm.
I got like 3 cans and it was like $14.
Man,
I was like, are you serious? Like what?
inflation hits hard.
It's ridiculous though, because then you go to the bar, it's
Yeah.
the same price as here. Sometimes it's even cheaper, like $5 or $6 for a pint.
Yeah.
Here it's like 6 or 7. But you go to the store and it's $4.50 or $4.20 for like anything that's decent.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? I don't know. It was confusing. But there was one beer out there. I don't remember what it's called. Really good. I wish they had it here, but it was actually really, really, really good.
Next pod, you gotta try and figure that out, and then we'll bring it
Yeah.
out for a little sample.
I think it's like Black Horse or something. Something horse. I'm pretty sure.
I'll try and do some
But it
research
was
on it.
so good. So good. And then first time flying, by the way. I don't want to run talking the entire time.
Very good.
But it was my first time flying.
Were you okay?
It's pretty nice. Pretty boring.
Was it a big flight or like it was like seats were like 2 and 2? Was it 3-3 and 3?
3-3,
Okay.
3-3. We flew Air Canada
Yeah.
so
They're pretty good.
because yeah, she wanted to make sure it was like a good flight
Yeah.
for my first flight.
See,
Takeoff is really cool.
yeah.
Takeoff is really cool. Flying is literally like just driving a car.
Yeah.
You're a passenger, but even more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Landing is all right. I basically just played my Switch
Yeah.
both ways. I played my Switch. I played Paper Mario on the plane both ways.
Great game.
It's so good. The new one. I'm like, I don't know how far down. I think I'm like probably 20, like a quarter of the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit more because it's a pretty long game. I love Paper Mario, by the way. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But the original Paper Mario, I used to rent it from Blockbuster for my N64. And I think I beat the game like 3 times after renting it.
Wow.
Like I rented it like probably 4 or 5 times at least,
Yeah.
and I literally beat the game in like a weekend when I was a kid.
Damn. That's commitment.
Dude, it was so fun. It was so fun. I love that game. Then Thousand Year Door,
Mm-hmm.
I beat when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I also played through it again like a year ago.
Yeah.
Beat it again. It was just so fun. I love that game. Then Super Paper Mario on the Wii. I don't think I ever finished. I think I got like 3/4 of the way through and never finished.
Yeah.
Paper Mario Origami King is the one I'm working on slowly whenever I have time now. I don't really have that much time anymore.
Yeah.
But there's one that was on the Wii U, which I never played because I never got a Wii U because I didn't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more main series game, Paper Mario, that I never ended up playing. But
Damn. I did not know there were that many Paper Marios.
oh yeah, there's a lot. N64, GameCube, Wii, Super. No, sorry, not Super Wii. Wii U.
It's a
Dude,
super.
that'd be sick. Nintendo, if one of you guys is watching who isn't responsible for naming the consoles and stuff, please call your next console a Super Wii because that'd be hilarious. Okay, we got say 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I do have to get going in a minute.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about for like say 2 minutes? Then we'll do like a minute outro. Because we talked like that's pretty much everything that happened in the summer. Like honestly, the rest of the summer we did cottage trips.
Cottage trips are fun.
Which were fun, which we can talk about more next pod.
Those are just more in depth because like stories and stuff.
Yeah, it's just basically just fun stories. I worked.
So did I. I worked and golfed. The next pod will actually be pretty interesting if we do it in 2 weeks because I actually no.
So we can do it next week.
We could. I'll let you know.
We'll figure out time for another pod. There will be another pod sometime in October.
Yes.
Okay.
There will be an October pod.
Sometime in October, guaranteed. I am guaranteeing that right now. And if I don't, I don't know.
Just a little teaser. I'm actually going somewhere across the ocean for a little trip. So
this is true. When do you leave again?
14th.
Okay.
So, and I'm gone for the week.
Okay. Yeah.
So
we'll do something before then.
Yeah. So maybe before then or even after then too.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have some stories because I've never been to this country.
Yeah.
Doing a full tour of it.
How long are you going for again? Like a week?
Yeah, just a week. Flying out Friday night. Flights at 9:55 p.m. Which is nice because time. I think there's 6 hours ahead or something. Because when we get there, it's when we get there, it's 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So I'm hoping the jet lag.
How long is the flight then?
7 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm hoping the jet lag kind of like.
How is it only 8 a.m. when you get there then? If they're 6 hours ahead, 7-hour flight, that'd be basically 13 hours. If you leave at 9:55, that means you're probably getting there at like 11.
Maybe. No, it's because it said landing there where it was 8 a.m.
Weird.
I don't know, but it's also Air Canada.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll have some contact for when we get back.
I'm happy to hear all these stories because I think it's going to be fun. I really want to go there. I want to do the entirety of Europe.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you guys haven't guessed, going over the pond is to Europe because we're from Canada. I'm not going to disclose what country you're going to yet.
No, we'll keep it a secret until.
For those who may have heard me mention this before, I don't know if I have mentioned it in videos, but this is one of the countries that I really want to visit in Europe. So
it's a pretty big country. It's also part of a very big.
It's a grouping of countries.
Grouping. Yeah.
We'll call it that. A grouping of countries.
Yeah.
And there's a couple that you can think of there. Scandinavia also pops out. So like maybe that's it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Scandinavia. Maybe it's somewhere else.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to England.
But you guys will find out soon. Jay's going to have a lot of stories, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more about the cottage stuff on the next podcast. We have a lot of stories. Got a lot of fun stuff going on with that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jay, for hosting me again at your house. Podcast will be back again, rocking the sweaters. So eventually, if any of you guys might want some of these in the future, maybe in future we can have some merch going on. But no guarantee on that. But if we get big enough and we get some interest, maybe we can. Now, here's the one thing I need you all to do, okay? So I get a decent amount of views nowadays. You know, I still am getting views, especially on like the Mars Blade video and stuff. So one thing I will say, my Mars Blade video has over 3,000 views. AJ has over 3,000 views. Okay, the Mars Blade video,
Wow.
the one that I still haven't done a review for, but over 3,000 views. I only have 74 subscribers right now. So you know what that means? If you guys are listening to this right now and you're not subscribed, you gotta get me to 100. Okay, if I got over 3K views on a video and I don't even have 100 subscribers, what are you guys doing? Come on, like get on it.
That means you got to get up
Hit
there.
that sub button. Hit the thumbs up. Please, like, it's free. It's easy. And if you want to see more pods, that's the best way to let us know you want to see more pods or even more videos. All right. One last teaser before we go. There's going to be an NHL season prediction, standings prediction from me and Jay. If you want, you can hop on the video too.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to host you. But yeah, so those are two things. Okay. Jay, you got anything to say before we go?
Thanks for having faith in us, guys. 4 months later.
Yeah,
This is
if you
4
guys-
months in the making. So
Yeah.
Thanks
If you
for
guys are listening.
and if you guys made it this far, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something cool about us, about our friends, about our lives, and we look forward to our next pod. So
Yeah. Not in 4 months.
no.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Jay, sign him off.
Take
See
it
you
easy, guys.
later.